Hello everybody, welcome to the final video of Thursday. Now, I did see the synergy, and I don't know if anybody else is covering it. There's a few other synergies with Red Goblin that I did want to try, but the one that interests me the most, and we'll be doing the Iron Patriot one at the weekend, and again, I'm sure that there's other people that have posted those particular videos, but this is the one that I wanted to try, and also try out in Variant 5 as well. I did forget to put in the video earlier today that you can use the Symbiote, who is the Red Goblin Symbiote, in the likes of Variant 5, but it's up to you if you want to do that. It did actually work quite well in some tests, but I couldn't actually do it until after the video. But in any case, now, Spider-Man Symbiote. Here's the thing. Going on marvelsynergy.com, if you're not familiar, marvelsynergy.com is where I go for a lot of information on various different combinations with stuff, especially if I'm doing some videos. And I wanted to try out not this one, the Stealth Suit one. So Stealth Suit one, as an addition of evade, does not trigger while blocking, and his heavy attacks inflict a vulnerability debuff for 9 seconds. Very important for what we're going to see for taking on high hit pool champions, and especially with the Winter Soldier. And there's going to be some spicy damage. We'll kind of cover that in a minute. Also, the other team setup, I think I added Carnage in, but it was mainly all about this one with Red Goblin. So Red Goblin, especially creates a non-stacking Fury buff, granting 5% attack for each armor break on the opponent, lasting 20 seconds, while active heavy attacks inflict 1 additional armor break. Now, here's the thing. Not so useful in Variant 5, and I'm probably going to put that on over the top of this section here. Not so good against Variant 5. I'll explain why. The champion, in that particular, there's a lot of damage in the block, so a lot of the time you'll have to do it well timed. Not easy to put armor break in. An armor break can be done quite consistently with doing a parry heavy attack method, but if you take any damage in a parry and via the block, even attempting this, you are going to take a lot of through the block damage, and that's not good, especially for Variant 5. That's high hit ball fights, and as well it's high attack rating value with a bit different changes to the lower variants as opposed to the Variant 5. Now, that doesn't mean we can't have a good time with this, and it's time to get this rocking and rolling. So in a moment, I'm going to throw on screen, and you're going to enjoy this. So first of all, we've got a Winter Soldier fight. I'm just going in live with this now, so it should be on screen for you to see. First of all, I've kicked off with an SP3. This is by mistake. I wasn't meant to do this. Happens sometimes where I over kind of shoot. I've got 19 armor breaks up at the moment, and you can see I'm stacking between the parry heavy. We've got the stealthy synergy in place, so we've got the vulnerability. So there we go, the is vulnerable, which I thought was just like, well, we'll just add it in. We'll see, like, you know, the level of spice to this. So we're building up. We're on 17, 18 armor breaks. We're nearly ready with that SP2. Nearly there. I wanted to try and get up to 20, but I got hit. There's a lot of problems I'm having with dropped inputs for the game, and I'm there. Like, that was an 80k SP2, and it's still gonna, you can see some nice damage here. This is through the content creator beta, and it's all right at times. It is quite like laggy, and there's lots of kind of dropped inputs away from the main state of the game. In any case, and we don't get to review new side quests, if anybody's wondering. It never goes like that. Right, so there we go. Up to 20 armor breaks. You can go past 20 armor breaks. 72k. I mean, look, I could build up exponential amounts of armor breaks, but it's just not really, it's not really practical. From an exhibition point of view, hey, great, good to see big yellow numbers. But from a practicality standpoint, it just does not work to build up like this and armor breaks. Yes, it could be against something like maybe Diss Track, possibly. Oh, that was a nice, I think it was like 84k. But still, it's nice to see those tasty numbers, especially with the vulnerability in place. I don't know if that's kind of like, that's good from a sense of like, you know, yeah, the champion's vulnerable. Great. But yeah, it's great to see the high volume of numbers, and as well, you can see we're still building up armor break, and still building. I think I throw an SP1 to finish off, but man, this is impressive damage. And it is definitely fun to see all this stuff, but at the same time, we have to look at the practicality side of things and going, look, Is a Symbiote Spider-Man going to be a value for everything? Not so much. I don't know if there's more of a push nowadays that as champions and synergy teams get more diverse, that they can have a more broader coverage. You can go, okay, do I want to take this into Act 6 and do this? No, a lot of the times it's all about singular champions, and that's the biggest thing. That's why we call for champion buffs all the time, is that you can't say, let's go into Act 6 with my full symbiote squad, because it's just not going to work. You're going to need a diverse set of champions. Like, I need a double to even quadruple immunity champion that's got power control. That's Warlock. I need something that's got double immunity and as well a good amount of like, I don't know, energy damage, and that would be Iceman, or have something that would be stacking debuffs. The same thing with Archangel. It's able to suppress healing. You've got something that deals with metal. You've got something that deals with that dishes out shock, but at the same time, you know, has an armor up buff. You know, there's so many things that you have to consider when doing different content, and as well the diversity of a roster, strength, and the strength of team and coverage is so darn important. I like doing these videos, but at the same time, it doesn't showcase that, look, should I use this champion? Yes or no? No. Like saying, I love using the Red Guardian and Red Guardian Leviosa and Abomination synergy, because Abomination's damage, especially if you couple it with MODOK, those three there are really cool together. But at the same time, I'm not going to rank 5 of them. I'm not going to bring up to the max of their particular rarity and take them into the content, because on the face of it, it just doesn't work for all the things. That's 3 science champions. That isn't going to work against all content. The same way that, you know, you look at this and go, okay, so for that team, I had a skill and the rest were pretty much cosmetics. It won't work for that given coverage of content that I need to do. But still, it was fun to showcase this. It was fun to see like a huge amount of SP2 damage ramping up. And I'm sure that if there was a high hit pool champion that didn't require complexity to it, we could see some other champions. Maybe even a case that you could use that champion against the Grandmaster or something. But still, it's all fun and games. Thanks very much for watching this video. It's been one of those little synergy deep dive videos. Make sure to catch some recent content, which is on screen at the moment. And remember to catch the live stream, which will be later on today, or a little bit later on than normal, because like, I've got stuff to do. But thanks very much for watching this video. See you all very soon. Bye-bye.